I just completely cancel it. I have changed to new connections because of, oh dear, I have sadly just tried to be something a little bit failure to do this, but we're going to be changing out of this thing as well. I have to jump all the way out and start to spawn a new one. Not a new one as anyways. We're going to be on the endurance race, and this is where I bought here, and we ended up in over 2 million credits in cash. It's time to get ourselves a test drive, and we're not going to be using for some soft compound tires. It's time to get something for a last longer, and I'm probably not sure that before it's going to be rains as well. So over 100%, and it's going to be a lot of weight. And this is probably sounds like I really know it was. It was definitely going to be, it's not harshing like this thing as well. And you'll see the onboard view. I think this is the first time riding the LMP1. And my lap times aren't going to be good, because in the next 9 minutes will be a new race. And it's going to be another one. It's not going to be a new race. This is going to be another race as well. And we're probably sure we're inside of the LMP1 car. And I'm not sure that I'm slower than Formula 1 cars throughout many faster reasons. That I'm really confused about if this really exactly how fast to do this. We're turning on the ERS. We absolutely try to harvest this thing as well, and it's not powerful enough because we don't really think this LMP1 car isn't really powerful enough, and it does like a V6 engine, and it's going to be ready. It's time to head out for a 1 lap only. And this is absolutely going to be started to get for a little bit of hard top as well. And looks like we're going. But the first thing is absolutely we're starting the lap times. I don't really think that fails me off. Formula 1 cars are streaking to win, because I'm refused to do this. And we're still deploying as really hard as possible, and start to harvest for some electricity as well, because as you can see by using of this LMP1 on board, oh dear, I refuse this, and turn on the ERS as well, and looks like we have completely 4 laps remaining. But as you can see for about this simulations, this is pretty not whatsoever that is going to be a little bit dumb. And I have to start it to get a little bit fast, but our second sector is 4 seconds away. We went too wide over here. And it's going to be exactly the final corner is we're reaching onto the 1 deployment as well. Time to regain, and we absolutely having for a 1 star about 1 minute and 18 seconds, and it's still absolutely trying to harvesting away. Because you see without the ERS as well. Oh my god, that was probably a tragic mistake. So let's take another closer and look. We're going to be seeing outside of the LMP1 car, and before that does not going to be probably to do so as anyways. Let's just pulling on all over to open like this thing. It was a reference of Project Cars 1 and 2. And looks like things are just probably going to be a little bit even perfect about this, because I really think this is absolutely a little bit perfect to do lap times, but not even perfect at all. As you'll be seeing around of the RPM, and the gear transmission is set to automatic, but it looks like we're going to be doing for some most likely hot laps, as we're starting to get ourselves for a clean lap, because since I just started to get a little bit of training, 1 minute and 15 seconds, because LMP1 cars are probably similarly slower than the Formula 1 cars, because actually sports cars are even more long lasting than Formula 1 cars as well, because due to instead of refuel, and it was not going to be due to some sort of a fuel mix as well, as we're reaching about for the most likely faster lap times as well, we're turning on for the ERS, because as you can see of this model, we're very sure it was actually based on for the Audi R18 TDI race car as well. As we just hit the brakes and turn, this is absolutely does completely worked about of this thing as well. And our really fastest laps could be 0.5 seconds ahead of us, and we're probably not sure that we're going back into a little bit amount of bases. Let's just get onto it, and instead of going to be even loud, now looks like 1 minute and 15 seconds is once again, but most likely the fastest lap times is 1 minute and 9 seconds by using a Formula 1 car. Most likely the most fastest laps on Earth was actually for beating itself for a little bit pretty much. And I'm pretty not sure that we guess it's time to start deploying the ERS as really fast as possible, and before the next lap is gonna become, but we're really not sure. The mode is completely off. Let's deploy the ERS. But it looks like we're gonna be completely going to do this as well by pressing the letter G. It is more faster than ever, and it's really that best by using some sort of a diesel and regenerating some batteries, and once it's full it automatically turns off the ERS regain. We're gonna be trying to do this for only one wisely as well, as we're going to be on for our final stretch. Deploy the ERS immediately, and then we have safely going to be at under 1 minute and 15 seconds, redeploying the ERS as fast as possible by hitting the 7th gear over 200 miles an hour, as we're slightly going off the course, went out of control of this thing. I'm starting to get struggling of this LMP1 car, because it wasn't that safe as well, but it looks like it's time to redeploy once again, and not happening again for whatsoever, because that recently having for a decent corner cutting as well, as we're starting to get a little bit slowing down as well. Redeploying once again, and it's going to be really that fast, and it's almost going to be running out of juice, but our second sector is 0.1 seconds behind, and we're losing out of, oh dear, we're completely out of ERS. Redeploying, and then it's absolutely going to do 0.5 seconds. 1 minute and 16 seconds. That was pretty some sort of a close. That was very close. Then we do not expect it to do this. For 0.43 seconds. Over 1 second we go, as I don't really think it's time to head back into the pits, and we'll say to the end of this video, because instead of a soft compound tires, I just completely used the hard tires to do this, and whatever, we just gonna be headed back into the pits immediately as well, and will not going to be the end of this video as well. As you'll be seeing around, I think we'll be turned into a soft compound tires, we really think. And because of only one thing as well, I wasn't pretty even the fastest. when I was in for just gonna be only one race control like this thing, that we managed seeing things, because then after the scene like this thing, because that definitely changes to soft compound tires. Now it's absolutely going to be last 60 seconds before the next race comes. It looks like it's time to get for a hard tires as well. Now it's gonna be pitting as well. It's time to pit away for the first time, changing tires into hard tires. I think we're gonna be end of this video like this, and probably right now, and that should be gonna be despawn very sooner, because I hopefully it was pretty as well. Fantastically, we're missing another race, and we're probably not be able to show that it was gonna be the end of this video for right now. We have for a full liveries we got here for today, and probably there was one harassing thing as well. And I guess we have all the liveries, we just probably didn't want it like this, and this is gonna be recently the end of this video. Not after all, it was going to be some sort of cost around 2 million to 15 million as well. So we have ended up in under $2.5 million in credits and cash, and we're slightly going to get a little bit lost as well. And I'll be slightly going to be buying another one, and it's going to be costing around for a little bit of this one. And we just already owned, and it's time to purchase the BMW for its really first time. And I can't believe that I wasn't going to be such as for the worst like Asians like this one. And probably another one for Toyota as well. And Lotus Rockstar as well. We're probably going to be using for a GP9 as well, and you're gonna be seeing the end of this video, and it's over 15 minutes by the way, and I'm not gonna be ready to purchase it. The best lap times is we're gonna be beating 1 minute and 8, and it was slightly impossible to do so. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and the car doesn't despawns anyways, and I'll be returning back into for one thing as one reason. It's still long lasting to do this, and that we're not going to be saying to the end of this. I have for one last conclusion like this thing, because this car was slightly going to blast it over 200 miles per hour, and the acceleration is even for something kind of better like this thing. The liveries, like the frictional liveries of this frictional modded LMP1 car as well, and I'm probably slide that look like Porsche 919 hybrid, and I'm not sure this isn't going to be like this real. This is actually what's frictional like this to be like as well. And make sure the game is linked in the description down below, and I'll be see you all next time by the way.